Hi, guys, and welcome to an episode of Embrace Your Life. Today, we have a very special treat for you. We have the amazing Saskia Stallings here with us today, and it's such a treat. We are so excited for you to hear what she has to say.
And I'm super excited because she is an expert in many categories. Like, we're going to be talking about sexual abuse today, and she is like an expert like crazy in that, but then you also get into like healing, and she's a mentor, and she does like all these amazing things, and she's definitely at the top of her field, and so I love it, and it's just an honor to be able to sit down with you today. I first met Saskia back when we were doing a kind of group program that we were both enrolled into, and I remember sitting next to her, and she was telling me all the things that she had accomplished, all the things that she was working on, and I was like, this lady is like a powerhouse. Like, who is she? And there's just so much. Her experiences is like there's so many, and she can help so many people. And so it's been amazing for me to get a chance to work with her, and just everything that she does has been so amazing. We've had her speak at some of our retreats, and she is definitely somebody who people love to listen to and love to get their hands on because she's so much knowledge and experience to share. So we're super excited to share some of that with you guys today. So, Saskia, just really quick, I guess, before we jump in, just tell us a little bit about you and what you're doing right now.
Thank you for the amazing introduction. I'm sitting here going, okay, they need to introduce me at a conference in the near future. Awesome. So I'll tell you a little bit about me and what I do. I'm a certified Simply Healed practitioner, so I do energy work. And I like to think that, we get taught a modality, but we bring our awesome artistic side to it, our gifts. And so that's something I do that I love. I love teaching. I love mentoring people. I'm an Embrace Your Purpose mentor. I have this gift of being able to see somebody, and I can just tell what their gifts are. I can tell why they're here and what the amazing, awesome, juicy stuff they have going on is. And I'm just able to recognize that in people and let them know and get them excited and empowered. I love helping people remember why they're on the earth, and that they have worth and they have a reason for being here. And so I just love it. I had an experience last night. I went to dinner at a friend's house, and there was this young man there, and I started mentoring him, and I'm like, he's awesome, and he doesn't even realize. Anyway, I said, okay, if you do this and this, in 2 weeks I'll meet with you again, because that's how awesome he was. So I love it. I'm also in graduate school right now. I'm a social work 15 years. I'm a licensed social worker. And I have several, obviously 16 years experience working with people, helping them set goals and stuff like that. So I'm in graduate school right now. I'm in the Advanced Standing Master Social Work Program, which means I will have 11 months. Oh, it's so exciting. I just got done with it. So what I'm learning in graduate school is absolutely incredible. I am learning so many different ways to help people heal. And the really cool thing is there's kind of a stigma with therapists. People seem to think that when you go, and social workers aren't just therapists. That's just a little tiny portion of what a social worker can do. But people think, oh, I'm going to go to a therapist and I'm just going to repeat my story. And I'm like, oh, no, not like that. It's mentoring. It's empowerment. It's just amazing, the stuff I'm learning right now. So I'm really excited about just helping people heal. I'm passionate about working with people who have been traumatized, abused. I even am passionate about working with people that are perpetrators that have caused some of the harm to the other end of the people that I work with. So, yay! There you go.
Yeah, no, that's so powerful and so needed on so many levels. I know you always throw this out there, but Utah is one of the top states for sexual abuse, and so that's a big deal. And I know that you're always like, we need to talk about that. But also, I know that anytime I'm in a room with you, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to get some mentoring from Saskia if you're in a room with her, because she's just
help it.
Yeah, no, you love the people so much, and it's amazing because you're just like, I just want to help and I want to give back, and you use your gifts and your talents, like you said, to do that, and I love that. So one of the things the main thing that we want to talk about today is the book that you wrote and you had co-authors about healing from sexual abuse. And so kind of give us like a little bit about what the book is about and kind of why you were inspired to write it.
Yes, so give us the title and then...
Yes. I wish I had a copy to go, here it is. A picture in my room that I can hold up for you and show you the cover. Anyway, if you go to my website, saskiaspeaks.com, if you go to Saskia Speaks on Facebook, or if you friend me on Facebook, you will see the cover. It's absolutely amazing. But anyway, tell you what the book is about. So it's called Warriors Rising, because all the co-authors are female. I would love a book with male ones, but it just turned out that way. And it's called Warriors Rising, 15 True Stories of Sexual Abuse Survivors. So there's 15 stories of really amazing, empowering people who have been through trauma, sexual trauma. And then there's, in the very end of the book, Kathy Truman, a lot of people know who she is. She wrote an amazing chapter on the generational patterns of healing from abuse, which is so awesome because people don't realize we're passing this stuff down, guys. It's in our DNA. We got to stop it. So tell you a little story. I've always wanted to write a book. I'm driving to pick up my kids from school. It was mid-November, and inspiration hit, that thought hit, not a thought that I was thinking, one that just kind of popped into my head. And it said, Saskia, do a book on sexual abuse. I'm like, okay. And then I started getting all these downloads. It needs to be co-authored. It has to be only the people that have experienced it. It can't be like a mom telling a story for a child, you know, that kind of stuff. So immediately, being the person that I am, I went home immediately and got my contract made up. And boom, I announced it either that day or the very next day. And I spent a lot of time talking to a lot of people. And I had a lot of people drop out. But it ended up where it like if someone would drop out, someone new would come in. And I was able to get it done within 5 months, which is pretty impressive because when you're doing a book on sexual abuse, holy cow. That's like, I had people that wanted to do it but didn't want their face seen or their name. And I was like, no, absolutely not. This book is about empowerment. And I want your face and I want your name because I want people to see you're sharing your experience and you're courageous. And so the book is about hope. And when you go to Amazon and you Google books on sexual abuse, you're going to be like, whoa, because you're going to see depressing covers with like little kids in the corner crying. And you're going to see like titles that you're like, oh my gosh. And so this book is one of a kind because it's empowering, but it's also Christ-centered. And it wasn't my intention for it to be Christ-centered, even though my personal belief is all healing comes through Christ. It really is, which is really, really cool. And the other really cool thing about it that makes it one of its kind is several of the people in there talk about holistic healing. So they talk about how they did things like energy work that helped them to heal. So I'm really excited because there's, as far as I know, there's nothing out there like this book. Yeah. Sometimes you read on sexual abuse, you read the story and you're like, you have to put it away because it's horrific. But these stories are empowering. They're about hope. They're not like, this happened and this happened. They're not like that. So I'm just excited because it's going to empower people to say, you know what, I'm going to be courageous and I'm going to start talking and I'm going to stop hiding and I'm going to stop the shame. Yay. And the cover is amazing. And that's a whole nother story about how I have the amazing painting on the cover of that.
Yeah, and what I think it's a really good opportunity for people, like you said, it's the courage, the hope that people need. And I think that's an amazing gift to give somebody because a lot of people think when that happens, and it's like, it's kind of like they put that blame on them, like it was my fault and I'm bad. And it's so amazing that you're writing a book that says, no, you're not. Listen, you can heal. And that's so amazing and courageous in its own. And I love that you're doing that. That's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
And I actually have a question for you, Saskia. So I know a lot of people think it, and I know we probably already know the answer, but I just want people to hear it. Can you really heal from sexual abuse?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When people are traumatized, it can fry their brain a bit, but you know what? People can heal from trauma. We weren't sent to this earth to go through horrific things and have them drown us. We were sent here to turn that mess into something powerful. And I'm proof. I spent a good portion of my childhood being abused. And am I still working through it? Absolutely. Am I still healing from it? Absolutely. Yeah. Is it destroying my life? No. I turned it into empowerment.
Good. I love that. Yeah. So, question really quick. So you kind of said that obviously for the authors that you were choosing, you didn't have, like you wanted them to tell their personal stories, not like the mom or somebody else with their stories. So when it comes to reading the book, let's say you're a mom and you have like a child or, you know, a teenager or even an adult child that had that happen to them at one point. Would it be beneficial for you to read the book as well, or would it be more beneficial? I mean, obviously it's better if they read the book themselves, but maybe if they're not open to it, would it be good to kind of read the book and understand what they're going through, or would that benefit them at all?
You know, this book is for anybody. It's for anyone. Even if you have not been through abuse, this book is for you because it's about people. People talk about their abuse, but they're talking about their other things. Maybe they suffered from drug addiction, or maybe they suffered from alcohol abuse, or maybe they went through a whole bunch of marriages or something, domestic violence. There's so many different things in there that people are talking about. The abuse is just one little facet of it. And so it's for anybody that wants to be empowered because we all have trauma. We all have issues. We're all going through stuff, and we all have a little bit of cuckoo going on sometimes. It's part of being human, you know?
Yeah.
So the book, it is. We're talking here, but it's for everybody.
No, I love that, and I think that's cool because, yeah, there's so many different ways that you can heal, and I'm excited to read everybody's different stories and see the techniques and tools that they use to kind of heal what trauma they went through, and so that's really cool that anybody can read that book.
Yes.
Okay, let me look at my questions here because
Okay, so while she's looking, I have a question. So how did you pick the stories that made it into your book?
Yeah.
What
Well, let
was
me
the
tell you.
deciding factor?
When you're writing a co-authored book for the first time, and I just want to tell you guys, if you go to my website, I wrote an ebook on how to co-author a book because I had no idea what I was doing. And so I learned a lot. So I wasn't as picky about who my authors were as I would be down the future. However, all my authors in my book, I would totally say, yes, I want your story for my second book and my third book. But kind of how it worked is my higher power, who is God, helped pick my authors. And the really cool thing is, as I was taking all the stories and putting them into the giant document to send to the formatter, I would just sit there and put the story in, and then a name would come to me, and I would go look on my list of who was in the book, and that is how the order of the stories are put in that book, is the name that was told to me. Because when we get a book, do we like read it from cover to cover? No. So there's the person that reads it from the middle meets the person in the middle, and the person that reads it from the end, I'm like an all over kind of person. So I feel like it was Heavenly Father that picks the authors.
That's awesome. I love that. Good. Okay, so let's talk about, okay, so one, this is a question that's kind of, I don't know if you want to answer it or not, but what is, if there's like one story that you like said, like this is a must read, like everyone should read this story, what is it? Which, I mean, I know they're all great, but like what's like the one we should start with? Or
Okay, I'm going to tell you the one. I'm going to tell you the one. This woman came to me at the last minute. Her daughter reached out to me, and she said, my mom wants to be in your book. She's not sure she wants her name. I said, well, I have to have her name. I have to have a picture. And she said she's never told her story before. So she ended up writing her story. Her daughter typed it up and sent it to me. And it is one of the most, like, it's so raw and vulnerable, and it's almost kind of just like, whoa, because it touches on so many themes that take place with sexual abuse, the secrets and stuff. But it's really cool because it's the first time she's ever shared it, and how much that empowered her and helped her heal. And so her name is Rainey. My kids are crying out the door. Can you hear that? Anyway, her name is Rainey, and it's called Cardboard Boxes, I think.
Cardboard boxes. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll look for it. I mean, we'll read all of them. I know they're all going to be so amazing, but just somewhere to start. Okay, cool. And then what is one thing that you would recommend? I guess what's the first thing you would recommend for somebody that's either experienced sexual abuse or some other form of abuse? What would be like the first thing you would recommend them doing in a healing process? Like if they've never tried healing before, what's the first thing that you would suggest that they do?
Wow. That's a pretty big question that I'm still trying to find the answer to, because I'm speaking on sexual abuse at the Ogden conference.
Yeah.
But I think one of the important things is listen. What kind of scripts are we listening to? What is our script, our story? What kind of negative stuff are we listening to? I think something that no matter what level you're on in life, one thing you can do is you can start changing that story.
Yeah.
And you can start acknowledging the negative scripts that you're listening to, even if it's just, because we listen to a ton of them, but even if it's just one thing, maybe the one thing they're listening to is nobody likes me. And they focus on that one, and they start changing that script and that story and saying people like me, kind of thing. That's something that we can all do, because we're all listening to that, head trash.
That's so funny. So I can only relate it to my stories. And one of the stories that I had running on in my head for a long time was that women could not be successful in business. Like it was just there. Like it didn't matter. And so for a long time I would walk around my house after owning a business for about half a year, and I would walk around and I'd be like, I'm a smart business owner. I am a smart business owner. And it's so crazy how just saying it out loud can change it. So like you said, everybody has different stories that they say, but I love that because it doesn't matter what level you're on, you can totally rewrite your story. You can. And that's cool.
You have to get to a place where it's like, I cannot listen to these stories anymore. I have got to start changing. But you just do it in little tiny teeny tiny baby steps, little teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One power statement for me. I gotta get one.
Now this is me, you know. And then when I don't do that, I'm like, Saskia, it's okay to take a little teeny tiny.
I know, I've seen your AM PM schedule. It's actually the biggest AM PM schedule I've ever seen.
It's not like that anymore. Not at all. It's like the bare minimum. I'm in graduate school. So
you're like, got some other stuff to worry about. No, it's funny. Yeah. I remember seeing it and I was like, how does she accomplish so much in a day? I get like 3 things done by like exhausted. And so that's really, I love it.
I took that schedule and I think I burnt it and said, this part of my life is over for a while.
Hey, that's needed too. Purge it away.
Yeah.
All right, Saskia. So people by now, they're getting super excited about your book. So how can they get it, or where do they go to get your book?
Okay. So currently they can pre-order it on my website, saskiaspeaks.com/books. And I have it set up that they will get a free group energy clearing call with me and an MP3. Awesome. And I'm just going to keep it up there until the group call the 1st of July, even though the book has already been gone to the printer and I'm going to be picking it up this week. If you go to the Ogden Christ Center Energy Healing Conference, you can buy it there. Here's the deal. It's going to sell out. I don't have enough copies. That's just kind of crazy how that happens. But I'll be getting more in. And then, so if you want it at the conference, get it there. So it's going to be put on Kindle. We're in the process of getting it put on Kindle. That's another way to get it. I will have it in the ebook format too that I might sell on my website. But right now my website, and then eventually we're working to get it all put on Amazon as well. So it's going to be on Kindle, and then you can buy the hard copy on Amazon. You can buy it from my website, and then some of the co-authors will have the books as well that you can purchase from them as well.
Cool, awesome. So saskiaspeaks.com/books.
Books, yep.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. Okay, so bringing up the conference you're speaking at this week, the Christ-Centered Energy Conference. I said that like way random. Okay, the Christ-Centered Energy Healing Conference, not conference healing. Okay. So you're speaking more than once, correct? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what you're speaking on, like the 2 different.
Okay, so here's the other deal. I won't be there Thursday. I have to go to school all day, but I will have a booth with books. Friday, I will be speaking. So I'm going to be speaking at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's going to be like the introductory open class to how to heal. And obviously, you're not going to get every single tangent of how to heal. I'm probably just going to give a couple of really juicy nuggets and one really, really juicy one that everyone can do. And you want to go to that class because I'm going to be offering deals on working with me. And anyone that knows Saskia knows that she did not offer deals very often, but my schedule's going to open up in July. So the second class, what I have planned for that is people that want to have some more intense healing. People that want me to help do some energy clearing. Or for me, when I watch somebody going through healing, it ignites in us and opens up in us things that we need to heal. So that one's going to be more of that's the plan. But classes go how the energy of the group is. But the plan is that it's going to be just an opportunity to get some energy healing done, get some answers done, people to really ask a lot of questions and get some one-on-one with me. So that one's going to be at 1 o'clock after lunch.
1 o'clock after lunch. Okay. Friday. You won't be there Thursday, but you'll have somebody at your booth. So if somebody's there Thursday, they can still get your book, right?
They can get my book, and they can sign up because I'm going to open up 5 slots on Friday to work with me one-on-one for 20 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
So 5 slots will be open. I'm not taking any more. I'm going to force myself not to. I literally, when I go to conferences, there was this one conference I saw 30 people that day, and when I went home, I was like, I'm done. So, and the other thing that they can sign up for is I'm going to have an energy clearing mentoring lunch. So you bring your own lunch. So fun. It was a big hit at the Sandy conference. And we all sit down and you get one-on-one with me. I'm going to just limit it to 20 people, and we're going to clear energy and do mentoring, and it's like a one-on-one opportunity with me. So that can be signed up for as well, and then paid for on Friday. So
cool. There's so many different ways for people to get their hands around you and rub shoulders with your energy and all these things. So be there Friday. That's really important. If you're not there Friday, Thursday's good too. You can get her book, but definitely go hang out with her Friday for lunch.
I have to share one more juicy thing really quick. Okay. So I am going to be doing a mentoring group, a group mentoring group called Courage to Heal. It's going to be a 6-week course for people that want like massive, intense healing. they want to like jump in and boom, let's take care of this kind of thing. And if you go to my class, I'm going to offer a price on it, but it's going to be very limited for some people to sign up and get a really good price for it. So I have to throw that in there too.
No, that's good. Actually, so the next question that I had was actually, so you do, like we talked about earlier, you do so many different things. Share with us like what you do and how people can work with you. And I know you have the options on your website, but still just like kind of like give us a little bit about Saskia's overview. This is what I can do, and here's how you can work with that.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So you can obviously purchase my books, my ebook on co-authoring. I'm doing another ebook on how to do mentoring and stuff, because guess what? I really know all the screw-ups, how not to mentor, how to mentor. I have lots of MP3s on my website, and those are like 5, 6, 7 minutes of different themes. I have one on there, spiritual gifts. It's hugely popular, and it's just energy clearing that people listen to, and it helps connect them to their spiritual gifts. So I have got some MP3s on there. And then I also do clarity sessions. Clarity sessions is energy work and also teaching. So I like working with people that are really serious. And because my time is very limited, then I keep it open for people that are serious. And so the clarity sessions are people that are serious. You're like, serious. For people that really want to clear their energy, but when I inspire them with assignments and things they can do to go to the next level, they're actually going to do them. So I have clarity sessions. I'm going to have some openings open up in July. And then this new thing that I'm going to be doing, because I'm so excited because I've done it a ton and decided I need to just offer it, is I'm going to be doing energy clearing coaching. So if anyone's seen me in action, they're like, holy cow, because I'm very fast and I'm very thorough, and things come to me very quickly as to what's going on in a situation. And so this is an opportunity where I teach people and I coach them. So how it works is like over the internet, and I usually tell the person, okay, let's pick someone. Let's pick someone that you want to work on. Usually they pick their child. And I sit there and I coach them, and I let them know what's coming up, and I just kind of help get their confidence going and say, you can do this. And it's about getting their confidence. But like I had someone recently did this with me, and she worked on someone who I've worked on before, very heavy stuff, and she did it. And I was able to say, you did it. And you did it in like 8 minutes. That would have taken somebody else, if they could have even touched that, 30. And so that's what these coaching calls do, is get people really confident in their gifts. And then if I need to clear things that are keeping them from certain things, I do that as well. I'm really excited about that one, can you tell? Because I love helping people be able to just be empowered and take care of themselves, Yeah. Oh, what else? Personal mentoring. I do personal mentoring. I think I'll have an opening in July. I think. One, because I only take 2 people while I'm in school. And then I've got my Courage to Heal mentoring group coming up. I don't know when I'm going to be doing another group mentoring. And I'll add the last thing. I will be doing therapy starting August 22nd. So Woo! What I'm going to do, because I have several people waiting for me to start doing therapy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my calendar the 1st of August and let people go in and start filling up the time slots. But I'm going to do I'll have 20 hours a week open for that. And I'm going to do, it's cash pay, but I'm going to be doing some sliding scale, or if people have a religious leader that pays for them to go to a therapist, I'm going to be open to that as well. So I really want to give people the opportunity to really be able to work with me on that level. So anyway.
Yeah, no, I
think I got
yeah. One thing that I know you're super excited for, but I'm also super excited for, if you're an energy healer and you've never seen her do some work, go to one of her classes and maybe you said you're going to have 5 sessions open on Friday. Go to one of those 5 sessions and just see how she does it, because I have never seen somebody who can clear a room or a person as fast as she can. And it's funny actually. So we had our couples retreat a few months back, and we're sitting there, and I've never seen her clear. I mean, I worked with her, but I've never actually seen her do it more than just a few seconds on Skype. And so we were sitting in a room, and she's like, can we do some energy work? And she starts clearing. And I was like, even I want to be like a healer, and I know how to do some basic muscle testing, and I know how to do some healing and stuff, but that's kind of Omar's forte in our business. It's never my thing, but watching her, I was like, oh my gosh, I so want to do this. And so I went home and I like started practicing my muscle testing, and I was like, you know, it was really cool. So if you're somebody who is an energy healer, totally, if you haven't seen her in action, go see her in action. But if you have, jump on the offers that she puts out. When she says she's going to teach people how to be better at healing, because she's so connected. I've never met somebody.
She is amazing. She is so in tune. Oh my gosh, she is just totally going to blow your mind with how amazing she is.
So like an expert. I love it. She like has this whole binder she pulls out, and we're like, whoa, this is intense. So it's really cool. But yeah, so there's so many different ways people can work with you. We'll post at the end of the video, we'll have a link for your website and a picture of your book, and we'll put all that on there so people can see what they're looking for. But yeah, that's kind of all I had. Did you have any other questions?
Yeah, no, and for you guys watching, if you're watching this and you're just totally blown away by Saskia, go look at her website. Go find ways that you can meet her, work with her, learn from her, just anything you can do, because you won't regret it. Saskia is an amazing person, and she's totally going to rock your world. She's awesome.
I love it.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you want to share with us, or did we cover most of it?
I think that's it. I'm just really excited to meet people. I just can't wait to go to the conference and to meet people and just to have people be touched. I'm going to share this with you guys. The last night I told my husband, I have huge goals. And I said to him, it's programmed in me. I cannot stop. It is so programmed in me. And I guess my desire is to help wake up what's programmed in other people so they cannot stop. So they are just going to go toward that goal. So.
No, I love it. All right. Well, then, want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
You want me to? Yeah. Okay, cool. So we like to converse in the middle of all of our stuff about what we're doing, right? So thank you guys so much for watching. And Saskia, thank you. You have been so amazing.
Thank you.
Not only our lives, but we're appreciative that you were able to jump on this morning and get on with us. And we're super excited for the conference this weekend. So if you haven't grabbed your tickets, we'll have the stuff at the end. And make sure you go meet Saskia, because she's amazing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching an episode of Embrace Your Life TV.